Hi everyone, it's Catherine from the Greenhorn Valley Library, once again with the true star, Newt. No more chickens this time, huh? Uh, Here to read you another story. Newt will almost certainly not bite me in the butt during the story like chickens. Almost certainly. Because she is, the true co-star. Yes. Today, we are going to read Helga Makes a Name for Herself by Megan Maynor and illustrated by Ida Caban. Caban? I don't know. Never heard that name. Have you? Of course not. And this is read with permission from Clarion Books, which is through Houghton Mifflin. And it just has an orange page. So that's a bummer. And it's about Vikings, so we'll get over it, huh? See? And she has a dog. Perfect. Exactly like Newt. Big time Viking dog. We angle it more towards the Newt. Yes. For my warriors, clear-eyed, clever, and strong, Chloe, Emmett, and Willa, and then to all the girls who were told they can't but did anyway. Those are the... Young Helga loved to hear the sagas of her favorite Viking warrior. Okay, don't abandon me. She begged for them at bedtime. Tell me the one about Ingrid and the bear. And fish pickling time. Tell me the one about Ingrid at sea. And during her monthly bath. Tell me the one about how she became Ingrid the Axe. It's a lot of stories about Ingrid. Yes. Young girl. After Helga made herself a helmet and one for her pet Wolverine, she asked her mother, "What do you think my warrior name will be?" "Oh, Helga, you're a farmer's daughter, not a warrior." Farmer's daughter. Helga built herself a shield and one for Wolvie and asked her father, "What do you think my warrior name will be?" Helga's father laughed. "Warriors do not come from small mountain villages like ours." Of course they do. Of course they do. Newt knows. Stealing my hand. Helga forged herself a sword and one for Wolvie and asked her neighbor Sven Longbeard, "What do you think my warrior name will be?" "Yes, I'll take some tea." Helga called her mother, "Time to do your chores." Helga raced up steep hills to graze the sheep as though enemies were in pursuit. She chopped wood, imagining she was breaking open a treasure chest. No. Hey. And when her work was done, Helga and Wolvie reenacted the great battles of Ingrid the Axe, making them even greater. On Thor's Day, word reached Helga's farm that Ingrid the Axe was looking for new warriors, and her ship would be arriving soon. Holy Valhalla! Faster than Valkyries fly, Helga and Wolvie donned their full battle gear. "Helga," said her father, "that contest is not for you." "Helga," said her mother, "remember who you are." "Yeah," said Helga. Where's the wild boar?" In the port city, Helga and Wolvie saw more young Vikings than they'd seen in their entire lives, along with real helmets, painted shields, and shiny swords. The other Vikings saw Helga and Wolvie too. What is she wearing? Is it supposed to be a helmet? What's wrong with her cat? Why would she have a cat when she can have a Wolverine? Much cooler. A horn sounded. A giant voice boomed. Gather round. Helga gasped. Ingrid, the axe! Wolvie fainted. Wolvie's very excited, I guess. I am looking for swift, mighty, clever warriors, said Ingrid. Prove yourself and join my crew. Yah! The young Vikings cheered. Yah! First, a race, said Ingrid. Helga took her place at the starting line. Ready and go! After years of running up the mountainside, Helga was fast. But when her homemade helmet slipped, Olaf pulled ahead. You, Ingrid pointed at her giant-handed Olaf. Olaf the Swift, join me! Ah, whole Newt. Next, battle axe bullseye. Helga had swung an axe plenty of times. How different could it be to throw one? Thwonk. A bit different, it turns out. Sigrid threw a bullseye. You! Ingrid pointed at her giant hand at Sigrid. Sigrid the sure shot! Join me! Last, sword fighting. Helga squared off against the Magnus. Against Magnus, not the Magnus, I guess, whatever. The other Vikings laughed. This should be quick. Hiss! Helga showed her teeth. Magnus jumped back. They circled each other. Clank, clank, clunk, clunk. Helga got low and prowled in close. She tweaked Magnus's nose. Hey! Helga tapped Magnus's shoulder, then spun around him. Magnus turned and tipped. Helga pounced on her opponent and howled, Aroo! What happened? Asked Magnus. Why? You, Ingrid pointed her giant hand at Helga. You fight like a Wolverine. Wolvie stood tall. Ingrid continued, Helga, wait! Helga's parents came charging down the hill. She won't bother you anymore, said Helga's mother. We'll take her home, said Helga's father. Ahem, said Ingrid. I was about to say, Helga the Howler, join me. Our Helga? Asked her mother. Is that a warrior's name? Asked her father. Yeah. No. Yeah, sure, you betcha. Yeah, that sounds right. Helga stood before her stunned parents. I am a farmer's daughter. I am from a small mountain village, and I am a warrior. Helga and Wolvie howled together. Aroo! You don't have to shout about it. Helga the Howler went on to sail the whole flat earth, first with Ingrid the Axe, later on her own ship, and finally as commander of her own fleet of ships with Wolvie at her side. In fact, to this day, young Vikings beg to hear the saga of Helga during their nightly baths, at pickle-picking time, and at bedtime. Tell me the one about how she became Helga the Howler. Aroo! The end. It's all about Vikings. Orange page. So that's cool. And I love it because I love Vikings, and how can you not? But also, I think it's important to keep in mind that you can do whatever you put your mind to if you work really hard at it, within reason, of course. Newt could probably not fly, but I could go to pilot school if I really wanted to. It's all possible. Or you can become a Viking and have a ship. That is reasonable too. Thank you for coming to Newt's Nook. We have missed you. This Friday at the library, we're going to have an outdoor movie. It's Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. It is a little chilly though, so if you come, make sure you bring a blanket or something. And we hope to see you at the library again very soon. Bye.